Hello everyone, how's Karen and the kids? How's Dexter doing at the chess team? It is my pleasure to inform you that the struggles of Honors Algebra 2 mathematic patterns will hopefully be split in half when I tell you about something I have discovered myself. Now, whether it existed or not before I figured it out myself, again, not being taught, I can't say because I have absolutely no idea. All I know is my algebra teacher didn't teach me this, which annoys me because it would have made a semester worth of work take up significantly less time. As of right now, March 3rd, 2023, I have no idea if I made this or not, but for now, I'm going to be referring to this as the Carrollinian formula. But I'm definitely open to suggestions. I have no clue what to name something like this. But without further ado, let's begin. Here is a sample problem. Suppose on your first day of physical conditioning, you run 1 mile, 1.4 miles on your second day, 2.2 miles on your third day, and 3.8 miles on your fourth day. Find out how many miles you ran on the 7th day. Now, your algebra teacher would have you do something to the effect of, okay guys, you gotta use the explicit formula where you draw out a chart of all the values, their corresponding index, then you have to figure out the similarities between each of them. That sounds very, very simple. That is, until you realize all of it is guesswork. And you'd have to spend a very long time figuring out what ace to the nth term would equal to in relation to n, or the index of the term. To make it simpler, this is kind of like an XY chart where you would find the relationship between the two and write a function based on said relationship. Now you can definitely do this, but it will take you guys ages depending on the complexity of the pattern you're dealing with. What I propose is a much simpler method. I'm not sure how I would name the variables, so pardon me if I'm breaking syntax here, but consider the following. Ace to the first term is equal to 1 in this instance. Let d equal the distance of ace 2 and ace 1. The difference in this instance is 0.4. Let n equal the term you want to find. In this case, it will be 7. And then determine if the pattern is halving, doubling, or tripling. I have only tested this with doubling, so that's all I know it works on. Feel free to try it with the tripling and halving and stuff, but I only know for sure that it works with doubling. I've tested it with doubling. Okay, then what you want to do is use this equation here. First term of a, you want to add the difference, which is d. So d multiplied by 2 to the n minus 1 power. It'll make sense once you see it. Minus d equals whatever you're trying to find. So in this case, it'll be put in parentheses 1 plus parentheses 0.4 times 2 to the 6th power, because it's 7 minus 1, and then minus 0.4, and that should equal the 7th term. Okay, so first let's simplify. 2 to the 6th power is equivalent to 4 to the 3rd power. So 4 times 4, 16. 16 times 4 is 64. So we got that. Then we just multiply 64 by 0.4, and it's, so first what I like to do is multiply 64 by 4 itself. That'll be 16, 6 times 4 is 24, 25. That's 256, and then you add the decimal. So it's 25.6. 25.6, then you add the 1, it's 26.6. 26.6, and then you subtract 0.4, and that gets you to 26.2, which is the answer. Okay, another example problem, I guess, just to check my work to make sure the entire process is right. So let's use a value that we already have. Let's use 3.8. That's for the 4th day. So let's plug in the values in and see if it works. First thing we're going to do is 1 plus 0.4 times 2 to the 3rd power minus 0.4, and that should equal the 4th term. I meant 4th, sorry. That should equal the 4th term. 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, so it's 2 to the 3rd power is 8. Then you multiply that by 4, that's 32, add your decimal, that's 3.2, add your 1, that's 4.2, subtract 0.4, and then you get 3.8. I have no idea how I found this, and I know it's weird. It's really, really weird, but it works, and it's pretty cool. And I really hope I invented this because I really want to get to name something. It's been working so much for me lately, and I stared at what I'd done at first with disbelief, to be honest with you. Somehow I got the answer right, and honestly, I didn't really mean to. I was just messing around with the numbers. But yeah, there it is right there. Do what you will with it, and I should be uploading some tutorials and maybe a gaming video soon. I'm not really sure. I know this is pretty out of pocket in terms of relation to this channel's content, but I just wanted to throw it up there just so that I have proof that I came up with it, if I am the first, and just because I thought it was interesting, and I also figured people would want to know. That's all for now. See all of you later, hopefully, maybe. It's probably going to be another month, let's be honest.
How does it make you feel to know that you're the better one?
Oh, it feels fantastic.
Eugene's an L-mans.
Wow.
He's the worst dungeon master in the city.
Now, just because he isn't the best doesn't mean he's the worst.
He was handed that spot because they felt bad for how bad he is and wanted him to feel good about himself.
Wow.
I bet you he doesn't even know how to Dungeons and Dragons.
No, let's not.
I bet he only rolls ones.
No, he's a good dungeon master. He's not better than me.
I guarantee he only rolls ones.
How dare you? No. I can accept that better, but no. You know, roll. Let's roll right now.
I rolled a 2.
Yeah.
You cheated.